Sorry I'm a minute late for the stream, guys. I had to download this update patch because apparently I didn't update it anytime during the week. But yeah, if you guys follow me on Twitter, I said that we were going to be playing a little bit of Isaac because it's the first stream since the big update came out. Because it finally is fixing a lot of these issues that we've been experiencing. Yeah, it's finally actually time to, get back into it. I'm actually kind of excited to play again. If I sound a little bit different, don't mind it. I went to a hockey game for the first time ever yesterday, and my throat is still recovering from all the screaming and yelling. Let's do a Kane run this time around. It's been a little bit since I played Isaac, so if I am a lot more janked than I normally am, that's why. So here's our seed. Golden chest right off the, or glowing chest right off the bat. We need a bomb because there's also a tinted rock right off the bat. Like, I knew Kane had a really good luck stat, but I didn't think it was going to be that good. Let's kill these guys here. So yeah, this new update has added a lot of really nice stuff, and it's also fixed a lot of bugs. Like there's a particular tarot card that when activated, it creates a soft lock for the game. There is some characters that were completely unplayable. Don't know why the game paused all of a sudden. There were some characters that were completely unplayable, and now they actually... Sorry, I do not know why that popped up all of a sudden. So just ignore that. It's a thing for iTunes. Because I have it on my computer because I was trying to update my iPad because it wouldn't update, and then errors kept occurring for some stupid reason. So I just said, fuck it. I ain't gonna update my iPad then. But it actually kind of feels pretty good. It kind of feels pretty good to be back at streaming again. Because I hadn't streamed for a little while because I wasn't feeling too great. I was exhausted and just wanting to get a break from everything. Like to actually sit back and relax for a little bit because I've been so stressed out having to work 50 hours a week. I know to some that's not really a lot, but for me it's more than I'm used to. That's why it's taking me a bit of time to recover. So we're not going to check our shop right away, because if you check the shops, the items that appear there will not be able to be returned or not be able to be seen again. So try not to go into your shop unless you have the money to buy stuff. Except for bombs and hearts and keys and stuff, they'll always be there, always. Oh yeah. There's also a starting room graphic for all characters now that are unique to each of them. Let's play as Isaac. I'm going to go back to normal mode and go back to hard whenever the time comes. Because I don't know why I just suck uber balls at fucking hard mode nowadays. Also, I haven't played Isaac in a long time, so that doesn't help much either. Lodestone. This is actually kind of fun. So Lodestone causes a magnification effect to enemies when you hit them. It's nice because your tears will be able to home in them easier. Here I am not following my own advice, but it's okay. I got this. Also, what the actual heck? That was just dumb luck there, honestly. So now all shop items will be half off with that Steam sale. I forget what I was going to talk about just a second ago, but I had something I was going to talk about, and then it just slipped my mind. There's money. Oh yeah, the donation machine now has a new update in it where if you bomb the donation machine, you will blow it up, and you can't donate to it anymore. Okay, so this makes it to where if there's pickups on the ground, when you leave the floor, it'll be available to you on your at the beginning of the next floor. Like they'll come back. So it's kind of like good in situations. We're not gonna attack Baby Plum because it's a lot easier to just like sit back and let it happen. Also, if my phone goes off a lot and you hear a lot of like vibrating sounds, I apologize because I have it set to where my Discord no longer does notifications on my desktop for recordings because I don't want to like put a lot of Discord notifications on the screen because I'm part of a server, and that server we are active like a lot, so I don't want to like spam the screen with notifications. So if the vibration sounds get on your nerves, I do apologize because of that. I don't know what the hell that was about, but okay. Let's go ahead and donate our money because, like I said, donation machines are the bane of my existence when it comes to this game because they take forever to get to the max. Also, like I said before, when you pacifist run the plum fight, the baby plum fight, you will always get the plum flute as a result. We didn't pick up a heart in the last floor, so there it is. It only does it for this one floor too. So anything that we didn't pick up on this floor, not including that heart in the starting room, will be available in next room starting floor. Next floor starting room. Troll bombs. Spiders. This is great. Go from really good luck to piss poor luck. And our luck's back again. But yeah, some characters are actually now playable in this new update. It's so cool. This is a sacrifice room. I'm not going to mess with these right now because there's stuff you can get later on. Alright. Ah, shit. So we got 2 fool cards. Got some money and a key. I'll take this fool card. I mean, like, I like the fool card, but the fool card is also, like, really good. Feels good to be doing this again, honestly. Hey, another soul heart. Maybe if we play our cards right, we can actually get a devil deal this floor. I'm hoping we can. Oh, no, 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 no. How did I... Let's not question that. Not really much to question, I guess. I was out of the way. The explosion. Let's kill these dips here. One of these poops should have petrified poop. Mostly because it's very common to appear in piles of poop when you destroy them. None of them had it. Pardon me. Oh, shoot. Alright, so another thing about lodestone is it makes magnetic tiers that also attract enemies towards the one enemy that's magnetic. Which in some cases is good, in other cases is not very good. I don't know if we have the boomerang off of our checklist yet, but we're going to take boomerang. Then we're going to put it back. Because I don't think there's anything I can pick up with boomerang. Donate the 2 cents to the donation machine. Go to the boss fight. Boomerang is a good item because when you hit enemies with it, you can freeze them, just like in Zelda games. Pin. Let's summon Baby Plum. Have him deal with Pin. And Pin's just going to avoid everything that Baby Plum does. Except for that one right there. Okay, that was kind of worthless. Sad to say. And got him. And we got a Devil Deal. Something good, please. Ceremonial Robes in the Book of Belial. So that's technically 2 damage ups. One is temporary, though. Screw it. Let's take Book of Belial. And we'll take Ceremonial Robes. We're going to play the Demon Beggar. The Demon Bum. Don't even question it. That was just epic. Speedball after 2 plays. This patch really does some miracles. So there's our full card from the last floor. It's really cool. We've already got a full card and I don't plan on using it anytime soon until we get in a sticky situation or if we get into a room that I just want to leave. Which is another code name for a sticky situation. Just the one thing I wished I could have done was fix the, or remove the delete this challenge because I don't like doing that challenge. And in case you're wondering what the delete this challenge is, we got a bit of a ways before that's going to help, or before that was going to become relevant to us. If we had the boomerang, we probably could have got all this money. But I chose to ignore the boomerang. Because Book of Belial better. It wasn't Book of Belial, it was actually the Plum Flute, which didn't help us at all during that pin fight. Then I took the Book of Belial because Book of Belial is good. Make a bridge. Yeah! And get a Spirit Heart. Get our item room. PhD, so all pills are good. Like that one scene in Dumb and Dumber. Pills are good. He accidentally fed him all that. He fed him that poison. And that movie was. The movie was so stupid, but I loved it so much. Speaking of movies that I really liked a lot when I was younger, I was on Amazon Prime Video. Another full card. What the heck? I was on Amazon Prime Video, and I saw that they had the Scooby-Doo live-action movies on there. At least 2 of them. And I went and bought the one that I remember, which is just called Scooby-Doo, where Matthew Lillard is playing Shaggy. Oh my god, I remember so much of that movie. It was, quite honestly, one movie I probably could have watched almost as much as Ready Player One when I was a kid. I've seen Ready Player One a lot as an adult. But that Scooby-Doo movie, that was just great. I loved that movie so much. Even though it included a character that not a lot of people really liked, it was still a really funny movie. That's also mostly because Matthew Lillard made a kick-ass adaptation of Shaggy that a lot of people memed there for a while with Super Saiyan, or the Ultra Instinct Shaggy. That's what it was. It's a dead meme nowadays. It's kind of funny at times, when it pops up again here and there, but a lot of people didn't like that meme either. But it goes back to that whole thing where pleasing everyone is impossible, which is what I've been seeing a lot of when it comes to Wizards of the Coast with their newest book for Strixhaven. People are constantly complaining about Strixhaven, which, I mean, there probably is maybe 1 or 2 things about Strixhaven that aren't really that enjoyable, but it's new content. It's not they had to give us 4 books this year. And even though Van Richten's did really kind of get a ratings bomb because it was not what it was hyped up to be, in all honesty. Like, there is some stuff about Van Richten's that was good. Like, the Gothic lineages are semi-decent when you play them correctly. But other than that, like, it's pretty much just a lineage only built for human. I mean, don't get me wrong, any race can be the Gothic lineage. It said that itself. But I should probably go with I should probably go with species over race, specifically, because a lot of people get, like, that whole thing where they should call it species instead. So I'm just going to call it species from here on, just because that feels better fitting to me as well. But you can be any, like, species besides human with the Gothic lineages. The only problem is that you lose everything about yourself except for your flying and swim speeds, which not a lot of races have, or species have, those attributes. Maybe like one or two. Not really one or two. There's a lot of them. Berries have flying speed. Lokatha has swim speed. Tabaxi have climb speed. I think I've already said Aarakocra, but they have fly speed. That's what makes Aarakocra so good. Is they have 50 fly speed right off the bat. And sure, they get shafted when it comes to features because of their flight, but the flight thing is already powerful enough. Like, it's what made Azazel so strong, was that he was able to fly right off the bat. And he also had a Brimstone, which got nerfed to complete, like, oblivion. Not really. He's still actually pretty viable nowadays. Just back in Rebirth, he was like the goat character next to Judas, but that's besides the point. Lock the door here. It's Bloodshot Eye. Finally get our first familiar. Uh-oh. I forgot. Now is when those guys can start turning into the bone guys. Range upgrade. I'll take that any day of the week. Yeah, I've been playing a lot of Kingdom Hearts also. I'm actually almost to endgame territory with my friend. We've been playing Kingdom Hearts. He's been helping me get through most of the areas because I'm like bad at video games, as you guys can tell in this stream here. And on my past streams, which are on my YouTube channel if you want to check those out. It's Beagle3280. Just search it on YouTube. You'll find me right away. Or if you need to get a quicker link, just go to my Twitter, which is seen up there at Beagle3280tube. And it'll have a direct link. I think there should be a direct link in my like bio area. You can go direct to my YouTube channel and give those videos a check out. Because I do more than just Isaac. I do like Spyro, which next stream will be the rewind time Spyro. I had to go back to the beginning of beginning areas of the game and get all the stuff I missed that I couldn't get because I didn't have the abilities to do so. Oh, those look like little Duke of Flies now. That's cool. Well, they looked like Duke of Flies before. Just they look a bit more like the actual boss Duke of Flies with his updated sprite. Because Repentance had to go overhaul and update everything's sprite. Which, don't get me wrong, a lot of effort has gone into Repentance. I'm not bashing Repentance by any means, but, you know, I don't think sprites were that big of a deal. I think it was more or less for the fact of, like, we probably wanted more content because we've already reached the, you know, absolute limit when it came to Afterbirth Plus. And then you had to add another endgame route, and then on top of that, you had to add 2 endgame routes, and on top of that, you had to add, you know, a lot more shit. But I'm not complaining, it's more content. Just the unlocks are going to be really annoying to do because there are some characters that I outright hate playing as. This is even after the new patch. It's like I hated them before, and I definitely still hate them after. But we're gonna get through it together. You guys are gonna suffer with me. Well, if you decide to check in on streams and watch the recordings on YouTube, then you're gonna suffer with me. But that's besides the point. Also, I still haven't come up with a name for this series, so I'm still calling it Stream Sundays because it's Sunday night and I want to stream. So I kind of like changed the title for this episode stream, which is my first Isaac run since the new patch. But I mean, I'm probably still gonna stick to Stream Sundays as like a main title, like a subtitle almost. No, what's that called? It's not a subtitle. It's a maybe it is a subtitle. I thought there was a technical term for it. It's not a tagline. It's what's it called? I used to know this. When you get to be an old fogey like me, your memory starts slipping. So don't grow old. Fistula. Maybe it is a subtitle. I just thought subtitle only referred to like the words, the text, based on the words that they're saying in the movie. Or the anime, if you are a sub watcher. Which, there's nothing wrong with watching sub. A lot of times it's a lot better to watch the sub than the dub. Just usually I watch the dub so I have like some kind of background noise. But if it's a show like One Piece, like, I think I might have told the story before, but back when I used to be like a more frequent writer, my friend kept telling me about One Piece and to give it a check out. So I'm like, okay, guess I'll, give it a watch sometime when I got a free moment. So one night I'm sitting there trying to write out something, and I decided I was going to turn on One Piece dub, or One Piece's dub, yeah, because the dub only went up to a certain point, which I think was right before One Piece movie Z. I don't remember what technically it was called, but essentially it's got this one character that can become giant but shrink down to human size too. Oh, I think it's Pedican or Pedican. I think I'm gonna butcher the name if I keep trying to say it, but thanks for the follow. I appreciate that. But yeah, I got to like that one point where the dub stops, and decided that I was just gonna watch just watch the show as opposed to writing, and I gave up on writing there for a little while. Also because I couldn't find inspiration to want to write. And then some stuff happened later on, and I gave up writing there for a little while, and now I'm back at it here and there. Let's grab this key here. Oh. And our devil deal chances are low. Yeah, speaking of One Piece, I haven't actually seen that in a little while. I probably should get back to it again. Just kind of fell out of my memory there after a little bit. Because I used to watch it like every day, and then I got to this kind of thing where if I watch a show for too long, after so many episodes, I'm eventually going to start like falling asleep watching it. So I kind of had to take a break. And then I just kind of forgot. Work got ahead of me, and then I started watching Breaking Bad. So I'll get back to it soon enough. I gotta finish a lot of the other shows I'm currently watching before I can go start another show. Because another show I started watching again, I think, well, that was like a couple weeks ago. I started watching Amanda's show, but I kind of like forgot about it. But then again, when it comes to Amanda's show, there's not really any kind of story to that show. Except if you follow Moody's Point. because that's got like its own. It's like a sub series within the series that makes fun of teen dramas. Oh shit! I don't like these vagina stomach brimstone laser bastards. Not now, Discord. Nope. I swear to God. I swear to fucking God. No. Oh, we lived. Barely. Barely lived. Grab some health. Dead Sea Scrolls. I'm not a big fan of this one. That would have been a decent effect if we were in a room full of enemies. The hourglass slows down stuff. Oh, you probably could have made the implication from, you know, the fact of how hourglasses usually work as a status condition in games. If there is really a lot of games that do that, I don't really know, honestly. That's push pen, which gives us occasional piercing shots. We'll leave it behind. Or we can take it with us, because Mom's purse. That's walnut. That's a decent trinket, but you have to take damage for it to activate. Or take push pen. So now we have occasional piercing shots, and if we leave any pickups behind, they'll be available to us on the next floor. Start of the next floor. I think it also limits out to like 4 or 5 of them that get left behind. Don't quote me on that because I haven't seen this trinket in I don't know how long. I don't play with the mod that tells me how trinkets and items work, like I probably should. That was a difficult room. What's the boss? The gate. Oh yeah, I forgot he spawns the jumping guys. These guys are annoying. Oh, yeah, I forgot he also does that. Essentially, the jumping guys are set up to be like markers because he'll blast a brimstone beam that'll destroy them both, or destroy them on the screen when he charges up his brimstone. There he goes. Like, he just takes care of the issue for us. Ah, yeah, the Necropolis. The Necropolis is a stronger version of, I think, Depths? Or, yeah, I think it's Depths. Necropolis, or Dank Depths, and then the regular Depths. So we got a shot speed upgrade from Kato Ninetails. Next floor. I always like that one, the dream sequences, Inception. Hey, I was right. Depths 2 is, or the Depths is, the Necropolis is a stronger version of the Depths. So we're still going to leave Walnut behind, because it's not, like, it's a good trinket if you can get the proc, but if you can't, then you might as well just, you know, not even look at it. So piercing shots are nice for these guys because they're like the Dark Nuts in Zelda. You can only attack them from one side. Or big bodies from Kingdom Hearts. You can only attack them from the back. Which the ones in Aladdin are annoying. Trickle Charge. I don't remember the exact effect of how that one works, unfortunately. I think it does help you get faster charges on your items. Like, I think sometimes you can get an occasional extra charge off of them. I like how that one, like, was magnetized to the chest. Oh, no. these annoying little masks enemies. So the masks are completely invulnerable. Only way you can kill them is destroy their heart. And we list out our double deal chances again. Just fine. It's fine. Not like I really wanted a double deal anyway. I did, but... Ooh, apple. Alright, so this makes it to where we occasionally shoot out laser blades, which is cool. I think the razor blades do a little bit extra damage. I think we're gonna drop the push. We'll drop the flowers for trickle charge. Even though I don't use my Book of Belial that often, but now I think with trickle charge I'll start doing it. So the reason why I don't like using Book of Belial very often is because I'll use it in a room to help clear out enemies, and then I'll walk into another room just for it to be a mini-boss, and I don't have the ability to take care of the said mini-boss faster because I don't have enough damage. And it's because I use my Book of Belial already. So I don't really use it as often as I probably should. And that's how trickle charge does work, is occasionally you get an extra charge. It's awesome. There's Potato Peeler, which doesn't run on charges, and instead runs on the amount of health you have. If I was to take it, I'd have to take it now, or I'd have to risk getting a health upgrade and then getting some money off of this guy. No money, so let's buy the pill. Oh, thank God. This is going to be really helpful. At least I hope so. For these poops. No petrified poop yet, so who's our boss? It's Mom. Alright, so fear will induce... Alright. The power pill will induce fear into enemies, and then it'll turn you into a man pack. Which is Isaac's copy of Pac-Man, because Pac-Man's name is not public domain. There's that, and it's essentially just a Pac-Man effect. Because everything's afraid of you, and you do a lot of damage when you run into them, and you're invincible. Well, in this state. Oh, crap, crap, crap. We almost got Mom killed. Come on. What? There it is. Rotten meat. Let's pull this up. Hopefully we can get a, let's say, hopefully we can get a spirit heart. I would have liked to have seen small rock, but health is kind of what matters here right now. Utero 1. Also, yeah, the uterus, or the utero one now is, utero stages, I should say, is a lot easier on the eyes. Thank you, Edmund. And Nicholas. For, editing that for us. Grab this coin here. Alright, so no more shots for the rest of the game. Or rest of the floor. Or rest of the run. Run. I meant run. Tripping over my words today. I'm doing it quite often here lately. Hard to believe that next week is already Thanksgiving. Like, time has been flying by really fast. Like, just to tell you how fast time has been flying by, with me at least, is that I didn't know that the Nintendo Switch was as old as it was till today. Because somebody said something about it being a 4.5-year-old console. And I'm like, 4.5 years? I remember it being like at least maybe 2, not 4.5. I just can't believe it's gone by this quickly. Also, 48-hour energy pills are really great. Because that's 2 free batteries, plus a free charge off of that pill. So a trickle charge, we're going to use it as often as we can. Maybe this is why I suck so bad at Isaac, is because I don't use items as often as I should. Probably part of the reason why I don't have as much fun playing as a paladin as I probably could be, because I don't use my smite as often as I should. Because with my paladin, I don't like using smites unless it's like absolutely necessary. Like if it's a boss encounter, I like using my smite because that's a good load of damage you can do to the boss. But if they were in another encounter and we need to get it cleared out quickly, I can just, you know, pop a smite off in there. Because it's not like, you know, I have a limited amount of them. We can just take short rests and get smites back. Another thing is I don't like using smites unless I got crits, because that's an extra couple of d8s, or I think it's either d8 or d10s I can drop on them, because, you know, crits give you extra damage. There's also that, and for the fact that, like, I don't like the idea that I'm, like, part spellcaster while also being part melee. Like, it's either I'm one or the other. Come on. Well, yeah, there's no downside anymore because PhD. Let's say, why am I not getting any downside? But then again, that argument could also be, like, proven wrong against with Hexblade Warlocks, and oh my god, I'm terrible. We're not going to get anything done on the stream or something. Let's do Eve. I haven't done Eve yet. But Hexblades are kind of like Paladins, except a little bit more broken. Let's take Attack Fly with us. Devil Deal right off the bat. If I take Ceremonial Robes, I can take Guppy's Paw. I'm gonna pop it once, take Ceremonial Robes, so I can stay in permanent Horror of Avalon state. Okay, crap. I walked off without grabbing that Spirit Art. I don't know what the heck happened. It's just like my thumb muscle memory. It's like, okay, there's no more stuff to take. Living the Devil Deal, and then like, Spirit Heart. Wait a minute. Shit, I can't get it. Fucking brain. I can't get that. I can't use it either, so it doesn't matter. Let's get out of here. So now we have Guppy's Paw, like, until I can get a spacebar item. Guppy's Paw is a pretty decent little item. It transforms your hearts into Spirit Hearts, which you get 3 Spirit Hearts for every 1 heart. Pill. Luck upgrade. Yes! Alright, luck's actually a really nice stat, because I think the higher your luck is, the more increased chances that an item's going to drop when you clear a room. Because I know that doesn't improve your arcade wins and loss chances. Luck is a really weird stat when it comes to Isaac, because when it comes to winning arcades and stuff, that's kind of more of a fixed rate sort of thing, I think. Either it's a fixed rate, or you have to, like, pretty much beg and plead RNG to, like, be on your side for that thing there. I don't know as much as the game as I probably, you know, could know if I really looked into it, but it's whatever. The Haunt. So this is actually a boss that gave a lot of people troubles, especially me, because of how annoying it is. Alright, so is he gonna Brimstone Laser? Maybe? Ah. Stem cells. Now it's Soul Hearts. It's another one of those dream sequences where it's Inception. So another thing about big updates, well, actually this one's been around for a little bit. I think I might have mentioned it in one of my Spyro streams, but oh, Agent Recall. It is cool to see. Let's buy the sack. 2 coins. Let's just donate the money. But the big update that came out for Animal Crossing, which was really kind of cool for people who, you know, hadn't played Animal Crossing that in a little while, that wanted to get more content by always talking about how much they wanted content again. Breakfast. It's more HP. But yeah, I've been having a lot of fun on the new update. Like, I've got my house recently remodeled to like a different design than what it was before. I have all my storages upgraded to the max because I've been playing the game every day, like getting online enough to dig up my 4 fossils, get them assessed, and then go and sell them, and then put that money in my bank account, and then just get off. And occasionally do the Gulliver rescue missions and the Gulliver phone retrievals. But other than that, like, I barely ever played Animal Crossing. I barely play like Animal Crossing that much. But the new update, I've been on there a little bit longer, talking to all my villagers, occasionally going to visit them at their house. Like, a lot of really nice stuff has been added to the game. Like, I didn't think we'd be getting like a content update as big as we'd got, because there's that whole thing where people were talking about Brewster coming back, which was kind of just speculation, because a lot of people, I do not like this item at all. Camo Kid, this like makes it to where you turn invisible when you stand still. We're gonna take it anyway because why not? It's a free item. Like, a lot of people were talking about how Brewster was gonna come back because it was in the data mine. But the reason why I kind of had my skepticisms when it comes to data mining is because there was that one time with data mines with Pokemon games that found out that a lot of the stuff that was found in data mines was just leftover data from the last games. Or there's also that whole thing where with Crash Team Racing Nitro Fueled, we kept data mining and finding hints about Velo, Emperor Velo, the fake one. And we didn't actually get to play as Emperor Velo until the very final Grand Prix of the game. And then developers kept screwing with us by leaving hints asking, you know, who am I? Or I should have been the main star of the game, and it was just a freaking checkpoint crate. Oh man, I remember that big reveal. I was like, are you serious? A checkpoint crate? Like, what's even more worse is like the one before that one was like a freaking chicken. Just some random ass chicken. Well, he's King Chicken, which for tag team racing, I believe. I haven't played that game in so long that I can't remember. I used to play a lot of my PlayStation Vita. I don't know why, but I found some enjoyment out of that game. Not a lot of enjoyment, but just some. It's in the Devil Room. Book of Belial. I am probably going to take that over Guppy's Paw because we have no use for Guppy's Paw right now. Because we don't have any health to convert. Probably won't have any for a little while. Explorer. But yeah, like, I was kind of skeptical about it because that whole thing of like past data mines when it comes to games is I'm not sure how a lot of people handle that kind of stuff, because I know that development companies are a little bit different than Game Freak. Well, all of them are different than Game Freak. Like, especially Bethesda. If there's a bug in the game, it's not a bug, it's a feature. And whenever it's EA, if the game's unfinished, then just buy the rest of it. You know? we'll give you a little bit of taste of how good it is, and then make you sign up for this, and then do a bunch of microtransactions and all that. Or another thing with Bethesda is that you bought the game twice already, so why don't you buy a third time? It's a special edition. Now you can fish in this version. That's the only difference you have. Not complaining, because it's not like, you know, I play Skyrim or I'm going to buy Skyrim Special Edition, but it just seems kind of, you know, redundant to keep releasing the same game over and over. But people keep buying it, you know. More power to you, I guess. It's all like GTA 5. It's been on like 3 PlayStations already. It was on the 3, it was on the 4, and I think it's on the 5, or it's in development for the 5 maybe. I'm taking dumb damage that I shouldn't be taking. I don't know why. I think it's more or less that I'm less focusing on the game. Because if I focus on the game, then I, you know, take damage. And if I don't focus on the game, I take damage. Screw it, it can stay over there as far as I'm concerned. Does this say secret room? Yes. Let's blow this up. Wait a minute, do I have my sound off? I had my sound off this entire time. I don't know why it's been silent, and I apologize for that. I didn't think it was going to be silent. I have to adjust volumes. Only on my end. It's a little loud for me. I do apologize for that. I had no idea that there was no sound at all. It's mostly because I'm so used to playing without sound that I didn't realize that I had kind of like turned it off. Usually what I do is I turn off the sound for the game and then put on music and play the game over the music, because music helps me focus. Shop. Nothing in the shop worth buying, so we're just gonna donate the money. Black Candle. That is a really good passive item. Let's go explore the rest of this floor. We haven't found our item room yet. Speak of the devil. It's right there. Headless baby. So now I can run around a little bit more safely, because they can run into the creep and take damage. Can't grab that because I only have spirit hearts. Okay. One more room and we'll be able to get our Book of Wild charges back just in time for the boss. So the bats are flying enemies, so creep does not affect them at all. Unfortunately. You know, because creep doesn't have reach. I think maybe Aquarius does, actually, when you have homing tiers. Then again, it might just home in on, like, closest enemy on the ground instead, actually. So naturally, I would go buy my donation machine just to get some extra coinage to go buy some health if there's any available. Yeah. Well, we don't have any health available, but normally I would if there was any available. But the donation machine now has a new feature where if you bomb it, it destroys itself and you can't re-access it for the rest of the run. Yeah, it's literally just gone for the rest of the run. It makes filling up the donation machine even more of a pain in the ass. How did one hit kill me? Is that half a heart? I thought I had a full one. Man, this is gonna be my worst stream yet. It's gonna be even worse than that one 7-day stream I don't talk about, because that was just utterly, like, terrible. It only lasted for, like, I think an hour, and then I turned it off because I wasn't doing much for the stream, and I would have bored people to death if I would have uploaded it to YouTube. Essentially, I didn't have like a motorcycle or something to run a ride on. And I didn't have like a game plan of what I was going to do for the stream. So I pretty much just ran around the entirety of that stream. It was boring as all hell. So it never made it to YouTube, and it never got mentioned until now. It doesn't get mentioned again until now. Bloodshot Eye again. So we can get a ringworm. So the worm trinkets like affect your shots in a sort of way. Oh man, if I had 8 more cents I can get a Diplopia. I did not mean to buy that health. So now I need to get 11 cents. Which I could get by bombing the donation machine. I'm not going to do that. Retrovision does this with its pill effect. I don't really like Retrovision's pill. It's really stupid. Not stupid, I mean it's kind of like underwhelming, to put it that way. Like all the other pills have like really neat effects or somewhat helpful effects, and then just Retrovision just screws up your vision on the screen. That's it for this floor. Actually, I'm gonna go donate my money to my donation machine. We're not gonna be able to get any more money to buy Diplopia. Nice item. Would love to have had it, but can't get it. So essentially, Diplopia is when you go to copy, it makes a copy of an item that you've seen, or that you're looking at right there. So like if you walk into an item room and you saw something like Bloodshot Eye, you could Diplopia and get 2 Bloodshot Eyes. Which is really nice. Bloodshot Eye's range isn't very good, but it's extra damage that we didn't have before, because Eve doesn't have a very good starting damage, and it only gets better unless you're in Whore of Babylon, which Eve's a special character where she gets Whore of Babylon whenever she's got 1 heart, as opposed to everyone else having to get a half heart, except for the one character we don't have unlocked yet. I'm not gonna talk about until we unlock them, because I don't want to spoil stuff. There's another character who can get Whore of Babylon, but it does absolutely nothing. Like, why can he find this item if it does absolutely nothing for him? There's another character like that, and we're not gonna talk about him either till later on. Fucking Data Miner. I do not like this item either. Data Miner. Ooh, mystery key. That's a nice item though. So Data Miner makes it to where when you use it, everything turns sideways, but you get like a random stat increase. It's honestly not very good. Like, one of the first times I've ever encountered Data Miner, it actually killed my run. Like, I had a really good run going, and I'm like, red notched axe, what is this? And then I used it in one of the rooms. I'm like, what the heck? How do I fix this? How do I stop this? Dead. Screw you, Data Miner. Also, if you prefer it to be called Data Miner, that's cool too. I usually say data, or I say data. It kind of depends on who I'm around, because I know that a lot of people have weird ways of have different pronunciations. It's also, when it comes to pronunciations that are weird, the letter X just in general pisses me off a little bit, because it has like 4 different pronunciations. Because there's the X in xylophone, And then there's also like Organization 13, where X is like a Z, like a Zigbar. And then there's the sh sound for like Marluxia and Xion. Like, why is there so many pronunciations of the letter X? And then there's also just the general X letter, like how you pronounce it when you say your ABCs. Spiders. Let's leave. I think we've got everything that was in. No. We're gonna check the item room, or we're gonna check the curse room before we leave. Item room was data miner. Okay. As nice as Goat Head is, I was gonna go for Angel Deals for this run. I honestly was. But fuck it. If I can get double deals for the rest of this run, I will do that. Just so I don't screw myself over again. 3 seconds later, I'm dead. I have that feeling that's gonna happen like that. Mary June. See, this is what data miner does. I do not like this. Not one bit. Okay, I actually have a newfound appreciation for data miner because it just gave me a random effects now. Unless it's always done that. I don't remember. But Goat Head would have been nice in the last run because we could have went back and got that Spirit Heart. This is a new item, by the way, that was added in the patch. Glass Eye. Damage and a luck upgrade. Now it could be weird because of how it looks in the little drawing thing there, but was that like a razor blade in a candy? Oh crap. Ultra Ped. So I'm only assuming it's a razor blade because it doesn't make much sense for it to be like a ticket of some sort. But then again, it could be like a sort of thing, kind of like in a Charlie in the Chocolate Factory when he bit into the Wonka bar and it had like a golden ticket in it. The left hand. This makes one of the characters' unlockables completely worthless. You'll understand later when we get to that point. But there is a character who's supposed to unlock the left hand, but it's also tied to the unlock when you defeat Ultra Pride. So why it's still like this beats me. It's always been like that. Because I remember when I actually did the unlock thing for that and I didn't get an unlock, I got mad because I didn't know what was going on. So I should have gotten something, and it turned out that I've already gotten it by doing a different method. Like, why tie two things to one thing? Alright, so the left hand has a thing where every chest we encounter from here on will be a red chest. Or every golden chest becomes a red chest at least. Red chest items are good because a lot of them come from the double deals. So if you can get a hold of red chests, do it. That's all I can say. I think that's card reading, which I don't really like that item at all. Lucky Toes appeared in the basement. That's a trinket. It gives you a luck upgrade as long as you hold the Lucky Toe. There's probably a couple other effects to it, but I don't know. I haven't really seen Lucky Toe in a run since forever ago, so it's hard to tell. It probably does have some kind of other benefit, whether it be through repentance updates, or whether it be like through repentance from downloading the DLC update, or whether it be just because it just goes unnoticed because the trinket either drops rarely or people don't like picking it up. Who knows? I used to really like Lucky Toe because I thought the luck upgrade, I thought the luck stat was like a pretty important stat, when in all actuality, it's not really that big of a deal. Let's just checking the time there. It's a little late for what I was going to do, but that's fine. I don't really need to do that anyways. For context, I was going to order something. I'm going to order like pizza, but like most places, you know, whose carry-out hours are until 11 o'clock, will shut off their deliveries until at 10 o'clock for whatever reason. Like, I can get maybe eating preparation to be able to close the shop down. But, like, why you stop at 10 o'clock when you can stop at, like, well, I can see why 10 o'clock, because maybe the delivery area takes more than 30 minutes to get to. Because a lot of times you can ask for a specialty pizza that they don't have pre-made, unlike Little Caesars, and they won't be able to get to you in under 30 minutes, or even 45 minutes for that matter. Who knows? Not a big deal. There's that. A lot of places don't even really pre-make pizzas unless they have a scheduled delivery or scheduled pickup for like a few hours later on in the day anyway, so I don't know. I don't really work fast food, so I wouldn't really know. So that's why I'm not really trying to pass off judgment to like be like crappy towards them because they're like shutting down hours at like this, even though you're scheduled for this time. You gotta take into account that there's a lot more factors into it. I'd like to have people, you know, take into factors into account with stuff that I would, you know, talk about. So maybe I should do that with this or that. I do not know where that whole comparison thing is going. So I'm just gonna shut the hell up. Rune Shard. Oh yeah. So Repentance has Isaac has runes in Rebirth. Essentially, the runes have like different effects, and if you don't have any runes unlocked, you have the Rune Shard. The Rune Shard will disappear when all runes have been unlocked. That was a Yura rune. Well, we have quite the selection here today. We got Dark Bum, the Monster Manuel, Guppy's Paw, and Gimpy. Part of me really wants to take Guppy's Paw, but I really need the Dark Bum for like extra health chances and more like stuff. So Dark Bum will take care of all the health that we can't use, all the red hearts we can't use. I'm taking the Monster Manuel over Data Miner. Actually, it was actually stupid because I kind of want to keep Data Miner. We'll take Monster Manuel for the whole thing of that we get random tier effects when we use it. So we're gonna let Dark Bum go grab all this health here. I want to get a hold of a bomb if I could. It's the only heart in this room. Yeah, it's the only heart in this room. I need a bomb really badly. Quit giving me spiders, damn you! No, not there. Is there one for sale? Oh, thank God. Thank fucking God. That was just pure luck right there. So yeah, unfortunately, Data Miner doesn't actually give you the ability to mine rocks like the Notched Axe normally would. It's just the Notched Axe because of the whole name mining in it. Because of the miner part of it. Liberty Cap. That's what it's called. Yeah, Liberty Cap is a really nice trinket, but I want the left hand a little bit more. If it was a different kind of run, I would definitely be dropping the left hand now. Or, well, either now or last floor, or before a certain floor. But we're take the left hand with us because we can still use this. Oh, no. So champions, I'm going to try to avoid because those do a full heart of damage. You don't want to touch them you don't want to do physical contact with them because they do one whole heart of damage. Same amount of damage that bosses in later floors will do. That's why he killed me. No, that was a different floor. Let's say in the womb, bosses do one whole heart of damage. Everything does one whole heart of damage when it hurts you. Everything. These guys are gonna turn. Okay. These don't turn into the bony and destroy them. That's a different enemy. It's like those guys, but homing every 2 rooms or data miner, where it's a random tier effect on top of everything turning sideways for the entirety of a room. It's a little difficult to decide actually, because I like the ability to have homing shots, but I like having random ass tier effects that could possibly actually win me the boss fight faster. I think we're gonna still stick with data mining. People probably would recommend I probably not take it with me, but I'm gonna take it with me. If I lose the run because of it, then that one's on me. Ah, greed. So nice to see, great. Where are ya? Put a like noose around your neck. Oh, no. Crap. Yeah, if greed hits you, he takes away a coin, but he also drops some money. Not a big deal, actually. He's not really that difficult of a boss either. This should be a secret room. Oh, yes. 100 friggin' times. Yes. Alright, so now when we shoot tiers, if any projectiles come towards us while we're shooting, they will instantly be blocked by that tier. This stacks on top of all the other tier effects too, which is really, really nice. Anytime that you can get lost contact, always take it. Whether it requires you to waste health or a key, it's damn well worth it. Maybe it doesn't block everything. I don't think it blocked that fire. Maybe it did, and I just wasn't paying attention. Health upgrade. See, as much as I don't like the way that Dynamiter makes things look, it's... Oh, I gotta take spectacle tears just to get the Guppy's tail. Screw it, we'll take both. Being able to shoot through rocks is nice. We didn't take Guppy's paw earlier, but that is fine because with Guppy's tails, chests are more likely to spawn. So with left hand, we actually have a chance to get a Guppy item or two. Crap. Library. We've already touched 2 books. So let's touch a 3rd one and become a bookworm. Friends till the end. We got How to Jump and Book of Belial. We'll take Belial. Take Jump. Take Data Miner. I'm gonna call it Data Miner from here on, because Data Miner sounds too R. Kelly, so I apologize for that terrible joke. Fuck you, Dark Bomb! Oh my god! Oh wait, we can shoot through rocks. We can destroy all of these except for that blue flame here. Not Dirt Bum fucking me out of hearts, it's the Blue Flames fucking me out of hearts. Next floor. Two pills. I think we know what one of them is. We might not, because pills come in all sorts of different combinations. Sort of like that whole thing with, they're trying to figure out that, with Dr. Mario's victory screen, how many possible combinations there was. Because the pills come in like different mix match colors, which ended up ultimately like not really mattering in the end. It's not really technically a different ending screen. Shot speed down. I think we just took 2 shot speed downgrades. What the heck? Took some dumb damage there. And unfortunately, even though we have spectacle tiers, we still can't damage these guys from the front. That's only piercing. You have to shoot the brain. Hit the weak point for massive damage. Oh, emergency contact. Belly button. This makes you hold 2 trinkets. Lazy one. Now tears just kind of float across the screen. But that's actually kind of fine, because when tears stick around like that, they can deal damage per tick. Which is really cool. Oopsie. There's a tinted rock up there. I don't have any bombs. Oh, these guys do turn into them even if they have creep. And I thought that there were some that existed with these guys that don't make a creep pile when they walk. But apparently they do not exist, or they do exist, just a rare exception to be seen. We got glowing hourglass, tarot card for sale. Definitely taking this. We'll donate the rest of the money. Just play the tarot card. It's the fool. We wasted our money. There's our bomb. We need to follow this spiked path. Let's go back and grab that tinted rock. Temperance card. That would have been playable if we had like other hearts. Like you could still play without red hearts, but wasting special health like this is kind of like dumb, in my kind of opinion, with this run, because special hearts can only be refilled when you get special hearts. So, yeah, don't do that. Two troll bombs. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Ah! No! I don't even know what the hell I was even doing there. I managed to still somehow dodge the pinworm and not touch the champion. Somehow. Yeah, the health rate drop was actually a lot more common with Darkbomb before Repentance. And then it got nerfed. Also, he only summons black hearts as opposed to spirit hearts. Stay safely back here, so it's not taking. You're taking dumb damage. Oh yeah, that Trixigation shot there. Or Holy Hadouken, as I said I'm going to be calling it, because I did not know the correct pronunciation. Squeezy, some more health. Death. Krampus. You can use you can use emergency contact on Krampus here if you really want to, but he's easy. Lump of Coal. It's actually the better drop of Krampus. So Krampus has two drops, which are what you saw there was Head of Krampus and Lump of Coal. Lump of Coal is where your tears get bigger the farther away that they are from you. They do more damage that way. And Head of Krampus does like a Brimstone Beam in like 4 directions, which is cool. Spiders. Let's go in the curse room. Ah, shucks, it's just a troll man. Screw that room. I'm done. With curse rooms. Actually, I think that is the last curse room of the game. The run, too. So. Let's keep going through here. Oh wow. He's just like going a mad dash at me. Going forward here. We haven't got to our item room yet. For some reason I was thinking we did. Gotcha. Don't have any keys. Shit. Crap. So I keep thinking about Kingdom Hearts for some reason. So what's kind of funny is that we were playing earlier before I got on stream, and we did a little bit of adventures in the 100 Acre Wood, because every Kingdom Hearts game has it. We were in the first one,
till the end.
and for whatever reason, Pooh's house says Mr. Sanders, and I did not know what the heck that meant, because when it comes to anything related to Winnie the Pooh, the very last thing I ever saw was like years ago when Kinley was still young, and she liked to watch My Friends Tigger and Pooh. And before that one was the Tigger movie, which that was a movie that I'll never forget because my older sister really liked that movie a lot. She liked Tigger when we were younger. Yeah, I watched that movie like forever ago. So I had no idea about like why Pooh's tree said Mr. Sanders. So I went and looked it up, and when I read the explanation out loud, my friend started laughing. I, not getting it, because smooth brain, he eventually had to explain to me that it was actually a joke. He was living under the name Mr. Sanders, and Mr. Sanders is on top of his tree. He's literally living under the name Mr. Sanders. It was so dumb, but I loved it. wrong. Experimental pill. HP upgrade. Thankfully it doesn't matter because we still have at least one, as we don't have enough health to like throw us out of Whore of Babylon. So keep moving along. Spiders, go away. I still don't have a key. Is it possible that this room in here could be secret room? No. Dang. Doubtful. I'll check this. I'm out of bombs too. Hey, boo boo. Let's go check the self-sacrifice room. Maybe there is something that can help us in there. Maybe. No. Will give us a coin we can't use. We could play sacrifice, but I don't think it's gonna help us at all. I don't think you can get keys out of sacrificing yourself. You can only get like spirit hearts. You don't have any keys or bombs to be able to get those coins, and the bombs won't matter anyway. Or the coins won't matter anyway. So we're gonna save emergency contact for later because it's not gonna do much help for the mom fight. It's gonna keep like wasting itself on enemies that are not very strong as it is anymore. Gosh dang it! I hate this fight sometimes. Like usually I try to stand in one spot. And then I move out of that spot because mom's foot's gonna come down. But data miner kind of like screws up with your perception, the perspective of what things are gonna look like. See, because like that was bullshit. Also, if this music keeps cutting out for you guys, I think it's because of an affected data miner. Or data miner, so don't mind it. It's not me, it's not your computer. I promise you guys' computers, like, speakers are not going bad. It's kind of like when you're playing Kingdom Hearts 2 when you get to Timeless River and everything goes to mono. Just like out of nowhere. Everybody's like, oh, my speaker's dying? No, it's part of the game. We got the mark, money equals power, and ghost baby. We're taking the mark. Death's list disappeared in the basement. I don't really like the mark. Death's list. Like it's got some level of good, maybe, but I don't really particularly care the most for it. It's because of the fact of like how it works is you have to like hit enemies in a certain order. You have to kill them in a certain order. And if you do that, you get a drop. And a lot of times enemies get in the way of other enemies, so you end up blowing up the wrong enemy. Dead cat. It's 9 lives. So if we don't get the boss in 1 life, we have 8 more attempts to do so. Another game I'm playing a lot of also is Lego Incredibles. Like, I know I'm like probably too old to be playing Lego games. I'm 24. Playing Lego games still, but Lego games are actually a lot of fun. We're freaking Guppy! Cat got your tongue challenge. I hate that challenge more than anything. Let's keep Guppy's head. Guppy's head is like really good. Yes, Data Miner has carried us this far, but I think Guppy's head will carry us to the very end. But I've been playing Lego Incredibles, even though, like, you know, I'm probably a little bit too old to be playing Lego games. It's actually like a lot of fun. I never seen Incredibles 2, so I know that a lot of this is actually based on the plot of Incredibles 2. But some of the characters you can unlock are pretty cool. Like for the fact that you can actually like play as Jack Jack in this game is really fun because Jack Jack was a really great character in Incredibles. Book of Sin, the virus. Speed upgrade is completely worthless right now because we have full speed. But yeah, Jack Jack was always one of my like favorite things. Because I think in the original Incredibles, I think it was like an end credit scene. Maybe it's another movie where it's a Pixar short where they hired a babysitter to watch Jack Jack, and she's like talking on the phone, and he's like got all these different powers going off at one time and freaking her out. Oh man, it's been so long since I've seen The Incredibles too, but Incredibles, I mean, but it was a really awesome movie. It was one of my favorite superhero movies up until I saw Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man. Not Tobey Maguire. It's not actually called Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man. It's the original Amazing Spider-Man. That movie was awesome. Even though it was like long as fuck, I enjoyed every single minute of that movie. Another Disney movie that I haven't seen in a little while that I probably should go back and watch again are like Aladdin. Because like playing the Aladdin world in Kingdom Hearts made me kind of want to rewatch Aladdin again. And doing the Hercules cup now makes me want to go back and watch Hercules again. I do definitely want to go back and watch Moana. That was a really, really good movie too. Which I'm kind of surprised Kingdom Hearts hasn't actually done a Moana world yet. Because, if anything, I think Moana would probably do really good at Kingdom Hearts, even though the Disney worlds have no really effect on the plot. Well, people say they don't. They probably don't, but just the fact of like we have like Moana would have like a good potential to be like in a Disney world in Kingdom Hearts because if Frozen can do one, and Tangled can do one, I'm pretty sure Moana can most definitely handle one. I mean, San Francisco from Big Hero 6, which is another really great Disney movie, had a really awesome world in Kingdom Hearts 3. But like, when can Moana join the fun? Maybe Kingdom Hearts 4, if that ever comes out. Because part of the problem now is that we don't know what they'll do for Kingdom Hearts 4. And I can say that with confidence due to the fact that that game is like so old now. Because when you're old like me, you're not going to realize that shit's as old as it is. We have Multidimensional Baby and Sister Maggie. I don't really want either of them. Actually, maybe we'll take one just because we can. Let's take Multidimensional because there is some synergies you can have with this. I kind of want to take Sister Maggie because I think it might give us the conjoined transformation, but I think that Monster doesn't count. Because Dark Bone doesn't count. It doesn't matter. Got one more floor here. And we got 30 minutes to do it. I can get this done before 30 minutes are up. Proceed to take 40 minutes. It's like the unfortunate thing is with Isaac runs is none of them can be as godly as that one run with Bethany I had, where I got Book of Virtues and like touched a because with Book of Virtues you have like angel deals like right off the easier. It's one of the only items in the game that give you better angel deals, except for another one which we'll unlock later on when we unlock more stuff for the game to do. But no, it wasn't a red chest that teleported me to a thing. It was I got an angel deal at the end of the run or end of the level, and I went and took the Angel Deal, and it was friggin' Sacred Heart sitting there, and I'm like, oh man, this run has already been won. And that run kicked a lot of ass. Like, we got Nose Goblin, so not only is our tiers like homing, but they also have a chance to be a booger that stick to the enemy and deal a lot of damage over time, because Sacred Heart gives you like a big damage boost, so everything is just getting its ass beat on top of getting its ass beat. It was nice. It really was. Duct tape makes it to where familiars stick closer to you. I don't want that. Let's play this Judgment guy here. Needs money. So we got a tarot card map. Wheel of Fortune. There's a slot machine. Health. So can we get $1 off of that? The moon. Teleport into the secret room. We were right next to it this whole time. And Guppy's head is like, well, the Guppy transformation is carrying us. Oh my god, so many batteries. Rotten pennies appeared in the basement. Another Wheel of Fortune. I think this one damages us. Oh no, it's actually worth double. The damage battery is... I think not so like a late game unlock. A different character. I don't remember. We got a Demon Judgment in here. We'll play a couple times. Because we have the health. I'm drowsy, which slows the game down. We can get some special hearts out of this, which we can't, I think. It's a chance to give us Black Creep when we shoot stuff, which slows down enemies. Judgment. Damn it, I was really hoping you would have been a Hierophant. The hanged man that's worthless. One more time. No, we're not going to be able to get anything off of him. Unfortunately. Wait, Dark Bum, grab that heart. Why are you so slow? Guppy's Collar, so we have another chance for extra life, possibly. We're going to die if we go in the curse room. If we can get another, like, soul heart by complete, like, luck, I'm gonna shut the fuck up, because I don't know what keeps happening with that. How I keep getting lucky enough to be, like, calling it right there. Free teleport. We go back to our secret room, but, it's free teleport. I'm gonna take it. Gives me less damage. No damage at all, I mean. This is gonna sound stupid, but I am actually gonna go back and play the Judgment here in the arcade again. Only because I want to get down to half a soul heart, and then go and do the challenge room. You're fucking kidding me. Oh man, I'm so like happy, but I'm also kind of upset because I really wanted to get down to half a heart. Oh man. What is this luck? I'm gonna end up screwing it all up right here. I can feel it. I can feel it in my bones, Jimmy. I'm gonna screw it up. Oh, I'm sorry. Also, if it bothers you with the random Carl Weezer voice, I'm sorry. I was doing it like a lot of times last night because I was like tired of shit. But like, I do it here and there on occasions. Sometimes just to be fun, and sometimes just because I can. So we can end the run right here, but that's not good enough for my standards for this run. We've died way too many times. We need to go to hell. More specifically, we need to go to Sheol, the Wire Kohen. If I remember correctly, I think in Hebrew mythology, Sheol is the edge of hell. I haven't really looked up a lot of this kind of stuff in a long time, but I think in Hebrew mythology it's the edge of hell. It could be any number of things on. 2 strength cards. That is bonkers. Headless Horseman. Head of Headless Horseman. Wishbone. I think that requires you to take damage. We're not going to mess with that. Let's hurry up and fight Satan. I'm ready to end this run. It's already almost time. I mean, we still got like... Yeah, because 10 to 38, 48, 52, no, it's 22 minutes. Because 20, 38, 58, 52, 60. That's not good. Dried up fetuses trying to like launch themselves at us. Oh, he ended up being Sprite. He didn't have his teeth before. Oh, no. This is a bad time. It's an even worse time. Brimstone sack flies. Bob's curse. 5 poison. 5 bombs. Every bomb now is poisonous. Including trouble. Yeah, it's only poison in one contact. Okay, here. Alright, here we go. Time to fight Satan. Oh wow, I got the timing right. Usually that never happens. Yeah, he'll always spawn the Fallen at the beginning of the fight. So this is the first phase of Satan. Super easy. He'll get really mad now, he's gonna start stomping on us with his kill legs. And he can Sugal or Swell. He just won. For some reason I thought it was the wrong ending, because that kind of ending, well, he has the black background, it would be like a, is it a black background for the womb endings? I don't remember, it's been a little while. So that is it for that run. I've got the Razor unlocked. I've unlocked Judas. Anyways, thanks for coming out. See you guys next time.